Introducing the clapper. Just clap twice to turn on the state-of-the-art LED and illuminate your home. The clapper is equipped with an advanced natural disaster detection sensor, so in the event of an earthquake, the lights won't be flickering on and off.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I was in charge of building the circuit for our breadboard for our clapper project. So if you come over here and take a look. The main control for the listening mode of the clapper is the tilt switch that is wired up on the right side of the breadboard. So when you tilt this up, it'll turn on. The tilt switch activates the listening mode for the microphone, which is wired over to the GPIO and also is connected to its own ADC. We also have a secondary ADC over here that is for the potentiometer, which controls the sensitivity levels of the threshold to go over the limit to turn on the LED, which is wired right here. And that is our circuit. Thank you.
So our code essentially sets up all of the different inputs and outputs. Then it does a while loop that searches for once we turn up the potentiometer, meaning it goes into listening mode. Then it checks the threshold constantly, and if it's been less than a second since the last clap and the threshold meets the standards of 3, it flips the light either on or off opposite of what it is, and it records to a file the audio, potentiometer data, and LED data, so that we can later graph when the LED turns on and off, what the potentiometer is, and what the audio signal looks like.
Hello, my name is Renee. One of the portions of this project was about the threshold, and so our threshold is calculated by multiplying the audio by the potentiometer, and this is how we decide whether the LED is going to turn on based on the input from the audio. So the value we chose for the threshold was when it's greater than 3, and this was decided just based on testing and looking at the readings from our inputs, and that is how we're deciding when it's greater than 3, LED turns on. And another component that we had to incorporate for this was making sure the light switch can only change every second. Otherwise, it would be flickering on and off constantly while we make all these loud noises. And so that is one thing we had to incorporate just to make sure it works the way we want it.
Hello everyone, my name is Samuel. This is our clapper, also known as the yeller. It's really cool. You can flip up this little tilt switch. Normally, this would be up for earthquake detection, but you can see as I'm talking, we have the threshold pretty low, but if we turn up the threshold, that'll stop it from turning on when we don't want it to. If I flip up this motion sensor to let it know that there's no earthquake going on, I can then clap my hands, and it'll turn the LED on. And what's also really cool is if I clap again, it turns off. Pretty neat. If you look here, there's a little potentiometer. And what the potentiometer does is it allows you to adjust the sensitivity of the microphone. So if I lower the sensitivity, then I should be able to clap not as loud, and it turns the LED on.